Ladies and gentlemen.
Speak up, Seattle. We are Rainier Avenue Radio.world, the station that cares.
Don't ever forget.
We must all remain committed to slow the spread of coronavirus, taking care of ourselves and not putting others in harm's way, especially those already at high risk of getting seriously ill, including people over 65 or those with underlying medical conditions. If you must be out, avoid crowded areas, stay 6 feet or 2 arm lengths away from others, and wear a face covering. Wash hands frequently with soap and water for 20 seconds, especially after being in public spaces. Avoid touching your face, cough or sneeze in a tissue, then throw it away. Disinfect frequently touched objects. And if you have symptoms of fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going to their office. Slowing coronavirus means taking care of ourselves while also protecting others. Even if you're not at high risk, these steps should be taken to help slow the spread of coronavirus. We are all in this together.
Hey, Seattle, tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
What up, yo? We are back. This is Pep and the man that don't take no mess, Mr. O.B.I.S., Mr. Stevenson. What say you?
I hope you see the hat that I'm wearing right now. That's how mad I am.
I do. Man, you are angry.
I just want to make that be known.
Tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Lidline Sports.
My name is BK, International Talent Scout. I'm bringing a brand new show to you called BK Presents. 30 minutes, non-stop, your favorite in gospel music studio session. Going deep into interviews with your favorite artists, producers, and their engineers. You and your concert previews and concert reviews. Get it all on bkpresent.com.
So I needed to check my kids' immunization records for their school. My doctor told me I could get them quickly online, but I couldn't figure out how. Thankfully, I could turn to Link to Care WA for help. With Link to Care WA, I was able to learn how to use online health portals, use telehealth to talk to my doctor virtually, and even apply for jobs online. I called their free hotline and got help from a real person. Call Link to Care WA at 866-757-1832 or visit linktocarewa.org.
Paul Pearson, host of Star Time, and this is my real voice. Honest, you're hearing it on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Should have told her you were sorry.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo
and your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself
here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio
every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
I call upon the god of monsters, the beast of the damned, the world's final hope, the executioner of man, the enforcer of balance in the earth's final fight, catastrophe's champion, born before time. I call upon the tidal wave that will bring the red flood, to break the dam that halted the river of blood. I call upon the rage to bring balance back to the flawed, to carry out humanity's judgment with a sharpened claw. I call upon the power to bring man to his knees, the inspiration to bleed, the elicitation of screams, the nightmare invading dreams. I call upon the beast to feed, a monstrous force. I now set you free.
It has been set free, yo. It has been set free. The monster. Monster Elicit is joining us in the studio, man. That is from his upcoming album dropping in a couple of weeks called The Book of the Monster. That is, of course, called Summon the God. The intro track of that album right there, man. Great way to begin things on this edition of Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, hosted by The Juice Pack, D Money,
Pint Size Patron,
OG Mambo, and ID Yourself. Yes, sir, the foursome, if you will. And yeah, man, we'll have Monster Elicit here with us tonight. And we're also going to be having Kaboom Atomic.
Yes, sir.
You got to say that with some spaz, man. Kaboom Atomic, man. Also known as actor and comedian Sean Amsing, man. And if you look at all of the roles that he's been in throughout the years, lots to talk about for sure, man. So on the music side and on the acting side as well. And then Monster, he got his own little story to tell, of course. So
he got a whole book to tell.
A whole book, man. We'll get into that, man. A physical book, man. Representing Soundchamba West, if you will, and Kaboom coming out. It's from Hand Solo Records. So lots coming at you, man. As always, follow us on all of our platforms. We're on Facebook. We had a group, facebook.com/group/freshjuicemedia, and as well as IG, X, and Twitter. We're all there as well, Fresh Juice Media. And then YouTube, go find us there, subscribe, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. We do live shows for you almost every week. You can watch them whenever you want. And we do shorter YouTube shorts on the daily for you to catch up on previous episodes. So go there. If you ring the bell, you get all Fresh Juice content first. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the beautiful YouTube things. That's our YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all. Feel free to tap it in the comment section. We'll always be showing you love throughout the scene. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. Shout out to Emmanuel Brown. He was saying love right here. Also known as E Brown, how we say on this show. we be and then Monster Eli would be Monster Elicit be Monster Eli.
Monster Eli.
Soul Interrogator. Oh, that's a hard one to say.
Gator. Say Gator.
And Monster Bride also. All right, appreciate you. Feel free to share this show. It's because we got to beat the algorithm. So share it with your friends, and more people can see this show as it progresses. Before we get into our guests, we like to take a look back at 1 year ago on the show. And 1 year ago, we had Sam LaChow on the show, man, and we talked to him about a couple of different things, but one cool little thing was where he talked about how he got his dog, man. So here's how Sam LaChow got his dog, Devin, which was said right here 1 year ago on Fresh Juice.
My ex-girlfriend got him for me as a surprise, a Christmas gift. And her and I are cool now. We weren't cool for a while, but I recently made amends to her. We're good. Got in a big fight like a week before Christmas. Huge fight. We're like in different rooms, and she's crying, and she goes, "And I got you a dog for Christmas." I was all mad, but then I look over. I'm like, let me see. And that night, we went and picked him up in Spokane. It was my first dog. I wanted a dog my entire life growing up, but we were poor, moving from apartment to apartment, just didn't work. I didn't understand why we couldn't have one. I was pissed, but It makes sense now. In this time of my life, I needed him so bad, and he is the best. Heavy, come here. Good boy. Here's my dog.
Oh, right on command. Look at that. Oh. Hey.
Some canine love.
Gotta love those moments, man. Shout out to Sam LaChow and his dog Devin, man, who were on the show 1 year ago. All right, time to bring in some new faces, or a familiar face, if you will. And Mambo usually does introductions, but Patron, I'm gonna hand it off to you and let you do what you got to do.
Let's go. Okay, returning guest coming at you with albums and albums. Not only does he drop books, he speaks volumes.
Woo!
Monster Elicit.
Monster Elicit.
Bro.
That is love, man. All right.
Welcome back.
Appreciate you, brother. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Okay.
And coming at you from a farther location.
Ooh.
Whether it's acting, rapping, singing, he's going to make it happen.
Ooh.
He got the explosive name, so we're going to drop a bomb with Kaboom Atomic.
Yo, what's up?
Welcome to the show. What's good?
Yo, this is shaping up to be nerdy already. I love it.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how we get down, man.
Wait till the game starts, man.
Yeah,
Every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. Speaking of a game, yes, sir. We open the show with a fun little game. We get you involved, and we like to call it, of course, Take your pick.
Let's go.
All right, really easy to play. Take your pick. We give you 2 different options. You just choose one of them. We want you to play along on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Instagram with your answers to the questions. Remember, just choose one of the 2. You can state your rationale or not. But hey, if you stand out, if you're funny, if you say something that's memorable, we'll actually select you and celebrate you on the following episode as our comment of the week. So feel free there to play along. And yeah, man. So let's go into some fresh ones right now and begin our game of Take Your Pick with Monster Elicit and Kaboom Atomic. Here we go. Be born 10 years earlier or 10 years later?
I'm not gonna lie. I want to be born 10 years earlier.
Okay.
To capture like that
Yeah.
feeling, man.
Mhm.
You know,
Yes,
that
sir.
psychedelic era.
Right.
Much.
Right. I see you.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I think there's benefits to both. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really play the stock market or anything like that, but being born 10 years earlier, wait, no, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, there's a lot going on here. Hold on. If I was
let's break it down.
Okay, I'm gonna pick later. Because
Okay.
because I feel like when we were growing up, I'm
Yes.
43, but when
Okay.
we were growing up, it was much harder to break. And I feel like if I was younger in the golden era of the internet,
Yes.
I think I would have blown up in a different way.
Okay. I see you.
You know what I'm saying?
You're thinking internet savvy.
Yeah. If I was 33 right now, but 5 years before, I don't know. I just feel like it would have been easier to release music in that golden era. Now it's gotten more complicated, I think, than both eras.
Yeah,
right.
I would like to live through that 70s era of like late disco, super soul, funk.
Yeah.
Right. Monster, man. 10 years younger, 10 years older, man.
Yo, I know I got the gray in the beard, but I ain't going no younger.
Yeah.
I gotta go earlier. Yeah, because no, I'm with Patron as far as just being there for that time.
Yeah.
I definitely understand what Kaboom's saying too, but if I'm going 10 years earlier, there's a whole bunch of other stuff I could blow up even better. So it's easier to blow stuff up in the 70s.
Right. I think with me, man. Let's see. I was born in 85, so I'm either born in 75 or 95. Yeah, I'm with Patron, man. I'm gonna go with getting born earlier, 10 years earlier. Be born in 75. That means I'm growing up during the 80s. I'm reaching adulthood in the 90s.
Watching the OJ trial.
OJ and Friends and Seinfeld and hey, man.
That means like when the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, you would have been 10 years older than you were when they did.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what that means. You're drunker? Does that mean that you're drunker?
If you're from Washington, that's the only Super Bowl. So that stamps your city.
And one other big thing for me, man, would be just this less of this internet and social media culture when having growing up. So I'd be growing up before that, which would be kind of dope.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's the hard part because you do got to translate a little bit. You do have to kind of maneuver.
That depends on how involved you want to be.
Yeah,
if I'm like, yo, keep that stuff over there.
True.
Like, how much one finger typing do you think you would have been doing if you were 10 years older right now?
No doubt.
Type like that now.
Shout out to the typewriter, yo.
Yo.
Monster Bride says when people actually met in person. Let's
That's
see
true.
what Mom says. The 70s for fun. Han Solo says 10 years earlier. That way I'd still be 10 years away from all the chaos going down now. Woo! You ain't no lie.
Every era has chaos. It's just that, it's just more widespread now. It's so easy to find out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but
yeah.
I'm with him.
He also said he'd be in his teens in the 70s, man. He's really showing his age there.
Oh yeah.
And before we move on to the next one, man, there's someone I want to hear from. ID.
Pim, 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 pim.
Shots fired.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to be born 10 years earlier or 10 years later?
Yeah, let me get this up off my chest because y'all over here offending me in the back room. I'm over here in the green room going crazy, yo. So listen, yo. I'm getting born 10 years older, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I could, I would cryogenically freeze myself for 50 years right now. Right now. Okay. So it's like if I would do that, then I would just jump ahead because like listen, like we're all talking about the music era changing and wanting to listen to old school soul, and I heard Patron, he wanted to get down with the, he want to get his Teddy Rock and get his John Travolta on. I mean, I get that, but it's like I feel like for real, I feel like for real, to have that kind of wisdom for these crazy youngsters would be helpful. Like if I could be one of the elders right now with just a little bit more gray in my chin to be able to be like, listen, I need y'all to sit down real quick and quit getting so loud in this store. Yeah, or whatever's going on. It's like they don't really want to listen no more. And that's why a lot of people are saying they don't want to be OGs because they don't take care of their OGs out here. You feel me? And that's keeping it a buck, yo. So I'd want to be older so I'd be a real good OG the way they don't get it now.
Yo,
keep
man,
it a buck, yo.
I feel like your environment must be pretty rough, man. Those OGs got the walkers and like nobody's helping them stuff, man. That's pretty rough, dude.
Bro, these city streets is crazy, bro.
That green rooms be looking red too, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the red room, yeah. I got to develop some photos. You don't want to know about that though.
IDYourself basically said that he wanted to go back to a time where he could kick a little kid in the chest.
I will fuck, bro. Bro, I got a crazy story. I got a crazy story. I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but I got a crazy story about a time where this kid had a.
Don't tell the story.
I'm not gonna.
That's my guy. I knew it.
I'm not gonna tell the long. I'm not gonna tell the long version. But I'm not gonna tell the long version. But I had a skirmish. You feel me, with a young gentleman that was quite an age younger than me at the time, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
There you go.
Wow. Leave it at that.
What had to be done got done.
And my sister is fine now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Speaking of kicking it, why don't we kick it to a next question? Fly with the dragon or swim with the mermaid?
Ooh. That's funky.
Dragon,
okay,
man.
That's funky. You know what's crazy? I was just telling somebody yesterday. I was like, man, I wish I could be a bird. It's like, why? I was like, just get a good view. It's like they've been drones since before drones were drones. You dig what I'm saying? And so it's like, I just wish I could be a bird, fly one time. You feel me? Get to see the city the way they see it. You feel me? And that now that you mentioned that, I'm like, man, a dragon or a mermaid. Yeah, I don't know how to swim, so I'm gonna go ahead with the dragon because I don't do heights, but like I can hold on to a lot of this wingspan and feel comfortable instead of being like on a bird or like an eagle or something that's a little more comfortable. Like I don't do blimps and none of that jazz, but like in general, if it was a dragon, you feel me? I'll grab a couple scales, you feel me? We'll be on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the dragon as well. I mean, mostly just because of the same thing. You know, you don't do heights. Water, freaks me out. I can't breathe down there. I don't know how that really works.
And also, bro, you don't even know what's down there.
Exactly. And I also maybe it's just my programming too. Like I'm afraid that I might sexualize the mermaid, and like nobody wants it. Like I don't want sex. And maybe mermaids can be either gender. So okay. But in my head, embedded in my head, I'm like,
I'm about to hit the R button on you, bro. I'm about to hit the R button.
That's
on you.
crazy. You kind of remind me of the dude from Shape of Water too.
I'm getting a button made.
I'm talking about John Hamm.
Oh wow. Wow.
Han Solo says mermaids look hotter, but I'd rather fly with a dragon. That's some power.
I'm gonna get a button made that says you need to relax.
What? I thought R was record, but I guess it's relax.
Yeah, it's relax.
In ID's world, it is.
Yeah. In the red room, the R button is for relax.
Monster Eli.
Man, the mermaid, yeah, I don't dig the water. And you know, like mermaids ain't no joke. They be singing just to drown.
You know how to swim now?
So no. No, I keep myself out the water.
Yeah, I need to start. You said no?
No, I don't know how to swim.
I need to start a poll. This is crazy.
No, so
Hey,
but
now you're dragging it, man.
Yeah, there you go. That's my guy. Yeah, no, I'm going all the way dragging because I mean, imagine the destruction. ID's like
fire breathers.
Yeah, ID's like, yo, I want to go up and see the city the way that the birds did. I'm like, yo, I want to go up and just like take out that city.
I was thinking they probably got like a special feather you pull it and they start spitting fire.
I mean, and the law is on that too. Like, you know, that's a gray area. You'd be like, it wasn't me, it was the dragon. Yeah. It was the dragon.
No, you know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. We're not thinking about this the right way. What period of time are we in? What period of time are we in? We got dragons and mermaids. What period of time are we in? When they had the Little Mermaid came out. Hold on. When the Little Mermaid came out, John Smith was in like a.
You doing the cryogenic erosion yourself. Whatever time that was in.
I'm about to find Snow White.
Yo, whatever time it was, none of these things existed. It was fiction then. It's fiction now.
We understood that a little better. That's clowning. That's clowning.
Let me get in the corner with a matchbook.
Yo, that was a good laugh right there. I needed that. You said it was fiction then? It's fiction now.
Yeah, I mean, general consensus is dragon.
Boy.
Right? Anyone going mermaid?
I'll go mermaid.
Okay.
Yo, D-Money, I'm going to need you to explain yourself. Before I tell you to relax.
It's already loaded up. It's already ready to go.
I'm loading up this R button, bro. I'm about to get a little recording that says you need to relax. I'm just gonna have it on my screen whenever somebody says something crazy.
That would be
I just play it on the studio. I'm about to be Vlad TV for the juice pack.
Oh, I think we're ready for the next one, man.
Let's go.
Here we go. Take your pick. Have a roommate obsessed with you or one that hates you.
Come on now. We gotta pay bills. Okay, so first of all, I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Okay, so you're worrying about hating ass because you didn't pick up what I picked up at the Marshalls. Okay, you didn't get fly like I did. Okay. Now listen, let's keep it a buck, yo. All right, we ain't rich yet, okay? But don't get mad because I picked up some fly ish, you feel me? And you didn't pick up no fly ish, and now we out at the club and you looking bumpy. Okay. All right. I don't need you hating on me. We gotta pay bills tomorrow. Right? Just want to go out and have a drink, and you want to get mad at me because I got something fresh on.
So, wait, hold on. So there's a currency of hate where it costs time. Like,
it costs so much time to hit on somebody.
Oh, that's wise, man. Because if you hate somebody, you spend so much time on them. So
you really do. Like a lot of energy you waste on. You know what? Will Smith had an interview and he said, "Not everybody deserves your energy. You don't even have to say hi to everybody that says hi to you." And that's in the sense of what we're talking about. It's like not everybody deserves to be like respected or even acknowledged for hating on you. Like let them hate, bro.
Okay. Okay, but if someone, let's just say that, so that means that, it feels like your take is that you're taking obsessed with you, but like.
Absolutely. I'd rather have them like, oh my God, bro, did you write something today?
Well, at least we'll keep you honest.
I mean,
bro, you gotta let me hear it, bro. You gotta let me hear it.
I don't know if I've ever had anybody obsessed with me, but I will say that probably takes a lot of time too. Like
I need a roommate that makes me say all right 5 times. Like all right.
Yeah.
5 times.
Yeah, 5 times. You gotta say yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Don't make me push it to 6 though.
No.
That turns into like 6 all hell no's.
I mean, once you hit the threshold of 5 all rights, then you start hating them.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I think I could reciprocate this.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna defend. I want my roommate to hate me.
Okay, let's hear it.
I mean, okay, so the economy sucks. Capitalism is crazy. As long as the money is in the landlord's account or whatever it is.
He said, by the 5th, we friends again.
I can hinge, their hatred for me as a competition and be like, yo, my rent's ready. It's the 14th.
Okay, so let me ask you something. What happens when he starts drinking all the milk and putting the milk jug back in the fridge when it's empty? What happens when he's like, you know what I'm saying? When he's crossing those boundaries, bro, like taking the last brownie and like not vacuuming.
What floor do you live on? That might answer that question.
What floor do you live on?
I mean, if they're obsessed with me, like, I don't know. I feel like I don't grow as a human. I'm just like, I'm there, they're my roommate, which I don't even know what that's like anymore. Maybe I should check my privilege. But
but you got the complexion for the connection, brother.
but that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like if they hate me, they're leaving me alone. I mean,
but like you got like Italian vibes, bro. Like I don't think anybody's messing with you, dog.
On Monday night.
I mean, like I don't think anybody's messing with you, dog.
Yo, at any time, I can go full Guido. Who knows what I got?
Yo, did we book some comedians?
Monster, man, how you rolling on this one?
I'm used to people hating me, so like just for the straight comfort of it, I'm definitely going hate.
Right at home.
I'm right with Kaboom because it's like when you think about it, like somebody that hates you, like you can find a better respect with than somebody that's obsessed with you.
Totally.
So, mutual respect.
Okay, so hold on, Monster.
Like, cool.
But think about it. Nobody wants you turning Monster on him for hating on him. And nobody needs him going atomic on anybody for hating on him.
No doubt. And that's why, top floor.
Top floor.
That's not always sweet.
That's why he said, what floor are you on?
And just before I toss him, I'm going to be like, yo, fly with the dragon or swim with the mermaids.
Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield.
I'll let him shoot.
You play to reel that back in.
Oh, we all.
This is gonna be a whole 4-minute clip.
The Patron, man.
What was the question?
Do you want to be hated by a guy who looks like an Italian?
I was gonna say. Okay, I was gonna say, man, having somebody obsessed with you is another level, man.
Yeah,
it's another level. For sure, man. I would rather somebody to hate you. Maybe they'll ignore you. You know what I mean?
You're not trying to get that B2K. You're not trying to get that B2K love.
That stalemate.
Stalemate.
Yeah.
You don't want that B2K love chasing you out of malls and stuff.
Nah. I don't want nobody clocking me and seeing what I'm eating and what I'm.
Hey, I saw your
doing.
GPS. You were just at the mall. What did you get?
Yeah, I mean, before we move on from this, I will say, like, how hot is this person that is obsessed with me?
Oh,
I mean, they're
gotta
hacking your
be-
TomTom.
Think Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey today or Mariah Carey 10 years ago?
Yo, Queen stay queen.
Yo,
Queen
D-Money,
stay
you need to
queen.
relax. D-Money, you need to relax.
Yeah, that's hard button for me.
That is hard body, yo. You're going hard in the paint right now. God damn.
Yeah, queen stay queen, man. I don't care how old she could be, 89.
Yo, my homie used to say 18 to 80, cripple, blind, and crazy. If she can't walk, I'll drag her. Yo, I'm like, bro, you're a Flintstone character. What are you talking about? Put the bash her over the head and drag her down the street. Yo, we got time for one more?
I think no, we don't. But Han Solo takes this one, man. He says, I'm married, so I have both.
Nice.
That's my guy. Okay.
Fair enough.
Yo, when Patron said that, what he said, I was like, yo, man, you got a wife. Like, you gotta know what that obsession is like when it's like, yo, where you going? Where you didn't dress for? Like, where you going? where you going? You don't work today? Where you going? Oh, you just putting a hoodie on. Okay.
That's not an obsession. An obsession has got to be an annoying level. Like,
but y'all remember that movie with Beyonce in it?
Obsession.
That obsession? Yeah, bro. Like that, bro.
All right, man. Thank you, everybody, for playing a great edition of Take Your Pick, man. Feel free to keep in those comments throughout the episode as well, man. Any questions you have for Monster or Kaboom, we might throw those out as well, man. So keep those in there as well. And later on in the show, Monster will be doing a live performance, and Kaboom may be spitting a little thing too. So keep it locked for that as well. And we're going to get to our song before the break. This one's coming to you from... This one's coming to you from Alexi, coming out of, Canada, but she doesn't say where in Canada, so I couldn't find that information, but it's called All Sides. So check out Canadian artist Alexi right here on Fresh Juice, All Sides, production by Matt K on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. We'll be right back, y'all, with some more.
Can you love me outside? Can you love me no lies? Make me swallow my pride. Make me open up wide. Can you love me outside? Can you love me no lies? Make me swallow my pride. Make me open up wide. Waiting for the moment I can get you back
Hey, everybody, this is Deontay. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.
Open up wide. Lord
Got
have mercy.
D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Just Deontay. They be talking up in the boy again. They're talking about Deontay Wetter. I ain't never had nobody ever say that. And I have been places, okay?
This is a Rainier Avenue Radio message on fentanyl awareness in our communities. And we're going to have open, honest, frank conversation today about fentanyl.
But I think it's just going to take everybody. It's going to take communities, it's going to take cities, it's going to take counties, state, federal partners to all come together to really tackle this. But I think first and foremost, it starts with us, making sure we have the education and we have the wherewithal to help out on the streets, because this is where we are, and it affects all of us.
How easy is it to find information about what's going on in your community, in your public schools? And I'll just tell you, it's not very easy. And a lot of information is sort of outsourced to other areas.
This has been a Rainier Avenue Radio message on fentanyl in our communities.
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as Norbcam.
Kung gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at the local Filipino community, Phil-Am Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news.
Kaya always tune in, Phil-Am Radio, every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Come join the Women in Business Expo Group annual leadership luncheon, April 5th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., where this year our theme is uplifting our next generation. Our amazing keynote speaker will be the one and only Robert Spider Gaines, CEO and co-founder of RSG Foundation. For more information and details, visit wibegluncheon2025.eventbrite.com. Again, that's wibegluncheon2025.eventbrite.com. See y'all there.
Hey, yo, it's Dirty Sample representing the Cold Camp. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, the Juice Pad. D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself. Stay cold, baby.
A lot of people around me are dead weight. Snake shed skin and I'm trying to shed snakes. Who that last homie that piled in the escape? Why he jacking my arc score to play me his mixtape? I've been known to forgive a mistake, but if they doing it often, it isn't a mistake. If the usual comment is meant to admit hate, then any apology is coming a bit late. You're trying to get a rise out of me, I'm just baked. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, I'm leading a dead horse that's already led. Flint Lakes, we keep on calling it bread when it's cake. You're making eyes on the surface, alligators, but you ain't live in person. Animated, your team tanks like the draft's closing in. Mad cause I cut tapes, grand opening. You wanna get this crown, I hope you're sitting down. There is no hope in getting it while I'm still kicking. Are you high? Are you high? Why you wanna bite us? You ain't even like us. You don't even like us. Why you even like this? Are you high? Parent of the rap game, really tryna murder me. Probably goes to university in Burnaby. Wouldn't even have the biggest kid in a nursery. They probably still on their mom's they call emergency. I'll clap you like Hercules. I wish you would, 5th anniversary. Self-disease, man, they lift hands at church for me. I'll put you in a blender, now you're pink, tan, and burgundy. You talk Inglewood, but you be lost in the hood like a drawstring. Off in the like a swamp thing. This man Surrey don't mix bad words with me, Rook. I'm exhausting. Nah, I'm a sad sack. A bag of human tendons. I'm badass. Couldn't pull off Lululemons. I'm anthrax. Push the envelope for you to test it past that bone. I'ma add it to my voodoo necklace. You wanna get this crown? I hope you're sitting down. There is no hope in getting it while I'm still kicking. Are you high? Are you high? Why you wanna bite us? You ain't even like us. You don't even like us. Why you even like this? Are you high?
Fresh juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Yes, sir. Kaboom Atomic and the dirty sample on the beat on that
Right.
one off of the
Right.
album 2 Cents. It's called Are You High?
Right.
Joint knocking, man.
There you go.
Bro,
The
shout
beat
out to
crazy.
shout out
Beat
to
crazy.
Alexi.
It was a smooth flow
Mm.
all throughout, man. Solid work.
Are you
Yo,
high?
Yo, and shout out to Alexi too. She had that joint all sides, bro, and that Joker
That was
said
crazy.
open
Mhm. She was
wide,
singing.
yo. I said open wide. Did you say
Singing
that
her
wide?
heart out.
Did you say what? I mean, I'm happily taking me in, but she said open wide, and I said,
I know we were talking about our age earlier, but this cover, man, it just makes you look so much older.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna
That's a
chime in
32.
about.
That's a 32-bit cover art right there.
I was gonna chime in a little bit when you were talking about, talking about the young whippersnappers or whatever you're talking about. But I mean, that's what the album 2 Cents is about. Is just two old men barking at the moon, too old to rap, and just still doing it, and expressing their dislike for all the new face
Well,
tattoos.
there's something about that I really love, honestly, because there's a point in life where we as artists all realize that the pen and pad is forever. Somebody told me talent has no age. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like at a certain point, a little personal, but I had a therapy appointment today and it got messed up. They didn't join the Zoom call, so I was I had to reschedule an appointment, and I'm like, I got frustrated. I'm calling my fiance, I'm talking to her about it and everything. I'm like, yo, man, at the end of the day, yo, like I just wish it felt like music. Like I wish I could get the therapy. Like not that the phone call wouldn't have went well, but like I know that it wouldn't have felt the same as writing a verse. I know it wouldn't have felt the same as getting on stage. I know it wouldn't feel the same as getting in the booth. But it's like there's some kind of therapy that we cannot tap into anywhere else but within music. And it feeds the soul so well. No matter what age, don't matter what age you are, no matter what album you're on, doesn't matter what single video, it don't matter. Like it's for you. Before it even reaches the recording booth, it's already therapy for you as you read it and as you write it. So I love that that's the point of this album. I think it's dope as hell.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll never let go.
Good answer. Good answer.
That was romantic.
Talk about that relationship with the dirty sample. How long have you guys known each other? How did the decision come to make an album together? All that.
Yeah, this will be our second album together. We toured earlier, like in my career when I dropped my first album, I was like maybe 20 years old, and we toured another album when I was like 26. We met up with him. He's in Calgary, which is in Alberta.
Mhm.
And so met him there, and then he was moving out to Vancouver. And when he moved out to Vancouver, which is where I live, he set up the studio and just got with all the Vancouver rappers, and I was one of them. And I was like, yo, man, let's do a track. And then we did a track, and you know how it goes. It's like, as soon as you're successful at that, it just turns into a project. So we did our first album, Nuclear, which is, the beats on that are incredible as well. And then during the pandemic, I just hit him up. I do a lot of stuff. I write a lot. I write like screenplays. I'm writing a book. I act, of course. and I do stand up. So like I do a lot, but at that time I couldn't do any of the other things I was doing. And I was like, yo, I think it's time for another record. And he was like, I got beats. So he sent them to me, and then I started writing. And it's been done for a while, and we started really liking it. And then we hit Han Solo up. And Thomas decided to put it out, and it's been doing really well. Like, you know, it's weird. You know, I just did it as stress relief.
Yeah.
He might have been doing the same thing. It's, yeah, I mean, I guess when you don't really put a lot of desperate energy around something, it ends up being, you know, immaculate.
Yeah, and you mentioned the acting, so we can jump to that real quick. I took a snapshot of some of your discography, so I'll throw it to the people real quick. And yeah, that's just going back to
no.
right there. Just all
You got a scroll bar with that too?
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny, you know. I guess some people really trust me with the money that they put into things. And we are Hollywood North up here, so there's a lot of stuff. There was also a time when, you know, like I'm a brown person, even though.
What do you mean by that? Hold on. What do you mean by that? That can mean so many things, bro. Because they out there talking about eating the brown now in the songs, so we got to know what exactly you mean.
So I'm 100% poop. No, I know what you mean.
Oh my goodness!
I love this episode.
I'm a mixed race. My mom is South African, and
okay.
And my dad is Dutch. But I can play like a lot of different races, and so like earlier on in my career, I was doing a lot of stereotypes, and I, you know, sort of got tired of all that. But I've been lucky enough to be a part of some really good projects. And honestly, it's just the roll of the dice up here.
I mean, I can kind of see it if we dressed it up. You could probably favor Bin Laden now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, earlier on, I was getting a lot of terrorists, you know, for sure. You know, when back
you know, it's the curly hair. You feel me, with the white beard. It kind of just goes.
Well, I mean, now terrorists are orange.
Facts.
Before,
I got a friend of mine, right?
Before we go on here, we do have a clip here from one of your a recent show that you've been in called Kung Fu, man.
Beautiful, isn't she?
Hell yeah.
You got proof of authenticity?
What proof you need? Just look at it. Can't fake that artistry.
Pretty low price for a Kubomoto.
In a need cash fast situation, okay? Wait, you a doctor?
Yeah.
Deal's changed. It's clear you want this bad. I'm gonna need something a little extra. Wife's out of town. I may have slipped my ring off for a night or two. And the ring, well, ended up inside Hanzo.
What's a Hanzo?
Not a what, a who. Wife's purebred English bulldog. Old lady comes home and I'm rocking this ringless. I'm cooked. Plan was, sell the knife to pay the vet to get the ring. That opens up a whole new can of worms because I gotta explain the stitches. One look at those nimble doctor digits of yours, and I got a new plan. You get the ring out of Hanzo. This beauty's all yours. Shouldn't take too long. The ring's close to passing.
How could you know that?
Hold on. We got to back up all the way to the beginning because they cruised right past the fact that it was a dog. Hold on. The ring was on his hand, and now it's in a dog.
He ate it, man. He ate it off the nightstand.
He said,
Come on,
"Now I gotta
Gordon."
explain." He said, "Now I gotta explain the stitches."
When a man loves an item, he puts it in his mouth and eats it, and then it passes.
Yeah, like groceries, right?
Man, that was fun to film. That was good times.
So how long you been filming?
I've been an actor since I was like 13 years old.
Wow,
That's cool. Yeah, so you've been lying for a long time.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm lying right now. I'm not even supposed to be on this show. Is this Gaz from the cabinet? So that's what I'm supposed to be on. I'm supposed to be on Jazz from the Cabinet.
Poppy?
One of you guys, Big Poppy?
I'm Big Poppy.
Okay, all right. That's what they call it.
He said, all right.
You're getting a relax.
Yeah, I'm getting the hard button. Oh shit.
Fair enough. Yeah,
when you think about some of the roles you've had over the years, man, what are the ones that you like? I'm really happy I was on this one. This was special to me.
Oh, I mean, yeah. There's a movie that's called Always Be My Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Always Be My Maybe with Ali Wong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I just play a suit salesman. But I was just really happy to be a part of the project. It was really fun. That's one. But there's another movie that I have coming out in December, and it was just the best time I've ever had filming anything. We were in France. We stayed in a weird like Austrian resort, and it was in Champagne and in Paris. And I just play this guy Roberto, who is like the son of a billionaire, and he wants to buy this champagnery with a bunch of these people, and that comes out on Netflix in December with Minka Kelly and Flula Borg.
Wow.
It's really, really, really fun.
I have a question. Do you have a problem at all with when it comes to acting? When it comes as far as taking the character and dividing it from the person you are? I've always wanted to ask people this, and I've asked it multiple times to people, but it's like it seems from an outside perspective that it's like really hard to tear those people apart sometimes, depending on how strong the role is. Have you ever experienced that?
No. I mean, story is everything, man. I mean, you're just telling story, and that's really a selling story, actually, and that's really all it is. Like if most of myself needs to be in it in order for story to be told in the right way, then I'm going to give myself to it. If I have to play a certain type of character to keep it light, it's all just story. All I'm doing is just a conduit for something way bigger than me.
That's dope.
And so it just being a tiny part of something way bigger, it lets me separate myself from that.
Got it.
For sure.
And I lie with the best of them.
So I see earlier on in your career, you were doing a lot of voice acting as well. And you were on the Def Jam Fight for New York soundtrack.
Tight.
Yeah. It's funny, because we have a EA Sports or EA up here, Electronic Arts. It's a video game thing, and this was like early on. And when I had the audition for it, I was like, "Yo, this is a bunch of rappers. Like, this is gonna be a pretty sick video game. It's a fight game with a bunch of rappers. Like Method Man's in there. Like, there's a whole
game."
Fat Joe.
Yeah, Fat Joe's in there. And I play this character that you have to beat, and I'm so annoying. And my character's name is Pockets.
Pockets.
And
kind of hard.
I guess he's someone who steals. I don't know who made this, but you doing?
Nah, he got deep pockets, bro.
He's rich, I guess. And wasn't that good at fighting. Very easy to beat, but
very easy to beat.
But
Step on his head for the
they're like, well, you're this guy, so and I came up with a bunch of lines. Like, it was one of my first like kind of improv events where I was like, okay, so what kind of thing?
Do you remember any of them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that all you got?
Yeah. No. It comes in and it's just like round one, and then you got Pockets there.
Uh-huh.
And it goes to me, and Pockets goes, "I'm gonna take your life and your money." It's unbelievable. So he fights, and then he's gonna steal from you. And it's premeditated.
You're
so
dead. There's really nothing.
It's premeditated. So like, yeah, the sentence is gonna be it's premeditated. So he's putting a lot on the line here, and
that raises a question. Are you more, was it funner when it came to the involvement in making a video game compared to a movie?
Oh, I mean, no, nothing screws with being a part of someone's vision for a film, and especially when you have the time and you have like a director who wants to play a lot, and understands that, because I'm a comic, so they're like, if we get to like let the camera roll a little bit longer, do something funny. There's something about that. You catch magic in all sorts of different ways.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, nothing screws with that.
One thing that I think would be interesting to discuss is, as you mentioned, Hollywood North, if you will, Vancouver, BC, getting roles and being passed around a lot. Is it easier in Vancouver as opposed to like in LA, in actual Hollywood? Because it seems like when you get in Vancouver, they pass you to another role, Is it easier?
Well, yeah, there's a ceiling here. It kind of sucks, but like, I could probably get a lot more smaller roles here.
Yeah.
But there's a ceiling, even though I'm auditioning for really like major roles, it's a hard time because a lot of the roles are already cast in LA over a friggin' lunch at Eatery, with some people way hotter than me, to be honest. But nothing really. We are fill-ins. We are a service city. We're like workers. We are blue collar as far as acting goes, because the stuff that we do, we sell story for people. So when they hire models to play the leads, they hire people like us so that we can make the detriment harder. We say all of the information that allows for story to be told, and then the model just goes, "Oh, okay." Well,
just like that.
Oh, you heard the man. We got to go that way. So it's like, it's so funny. Like if I were to teach a course here, I would teach a course on like, The Witness, where it's just like, oh yeah, I saw that little girl. She was with like a grown man, and then he was wearing a hat. Yeah, I saw them. They went that way. And be like, yo, man, I ain't talking to the cops. I don't know, man.
I like it.
Yeah, there's a feeling. That's all I'm saying.
Did stand-up come before acting, or did acting come before stand-up?
Oh, I was acting so long. Like, I wasn't even allowed in the clubs when I was already acting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I just have a lot to say, as you can tell from this entire stream.
Oh man, I wish we could keep going on the subject, but we're coming up on another commercial break, man. So before that, we got to celebrate some birthdays, and it's a very light week for birthday, but let's some big names though. So let's give them some shout outs real quick. Shouts out, happy birthday. Any other birthdays that we forgot?
Man, when you said light,
that was
light. was that one or two?
That was two.
Okay. I mean,
I just shouted them out.
We had like a 10 last week, so I guess it equals out.
And what was that song?
That
sounded like a gum commercial or something.
No, that was the Hood Happy Birthday.
I was gonna say it sounded like Stevie Wonder. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah, okay. Any other birthdays we want to shout out though before we move on?
I'm good.
I think I'm clear out, man.
You good? Monster, Kaboom, anybody?
I just hope it's your last one.
Well, very happy birthday.
What did he just say?
Is it's your last one?
Birthdays? Yeah.
Damn, dog.
That's wild.
A very happy last birthday to me next month.
Happy early last.
Look at Elicit. Elicit loves it. He loves that. Yeah, that's your language. I like that.
He's like almost into character right now, if it will be.
That's where we're at, yo.
All right, man. We got to get to our next song, man. Some new music right here from Seattle. One of our former guests of the show, Emmanuel Brown, got a new track. E. Brown, if you will, and Kodo production on there. It's called Integrity. featuring The Wrestle on it, and on the On Notice EP. So check out Emmanuel Brown and Cotto. I'm probably getting it wrong. Integrity is what it's called on the On Notice EP. Keep it locked. It's Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Overly productive. Childhood trauma made me overly seductive. No, I'm trying to fuck, you ain't gotta ask. Oh, you're home alone, where your mom at?
Nowadays, niggas ain't showing integrity. Screaming at us love, honesty is just definite. Sit with me, giving you lessons that I gain for life. People only love you if they can eat and sleep at night. Dirty, right? Tell you right now, we don't play them games. Switching lanes, me and you, homie, know we ain't the same. Being patient, still introverted, but I still spaz. Cold flows, never been afraid to strike a damn match. Dip gas up my class, letter art, not just agreeing. Flows printing money, thinking that it's funny. Judging my appearance, but know nothing about my clearance. Truth is the hardest, not a rapper, but an artist. When I'm carving is a legacy to get it from the mud. Dirty with the stains and appreciate the suds. Not riding on the coattail, waiting for the bus. But walking on the streets, not as easy as you think. Not looking for a handout, I'm paying for attention. Brick by brick, building up the frame. Be a good person, teach my son to do the same. At the end of the day, all you got is your name. Remember where I was before people got a buzz. Now they acting different cause they paid to get some love. But the love that they receive is jealousy beneath. Smiling in your face, talking all behind the scenes. Money comes, money goes, attention does too. Integrity is real, people watching all your moves. So what you gonna do when they plotting that you lose? Biting on their hands that was steady giving full. What's the move? Sick in it, they knew but never had morals. Smiling in your face, trying to keep it all cordial. Pressure on their photo, never been my style. Wanna wear my shoes, but will never walk the miles.
Overly productive. Childhood trauma made me overly seductive. No, I'm trying to up, you ain't gotta ask. Oh, you're home alone, where your mom at? Where your daddy at? Where your granny at? Do anybody care about you? Where your family at? Thoughts used to run through it in mine. On occasion I would yield, but miss the bigger signs. That even though you fine, you wasn't fine. Today this piece of you all mine, but you wasn't mine. I wasn't yours either. You used to call me a lion-ass Libra. I used to only call you when I need you. I'm horny, I'm finna come see you. You know self-love start at home. This kind of lust will never lead to a home. With some kids you take to school every morning. You probably end up raising them alone. Daddy gone, can't get him on the phone. By the time he come home, the baby's grown. What you gonna do to make ends meet? What you gonna do to feed them babies? You got a new nigga treat you crazy. He beat your ass, but at least he drive Mercedes. He curse you out, but at least you was lady. He don't even take care of his own babies. Sometimes I feel guilty for the early road I played in your journey as a younger man. All that shit I used to throw in your face. The least I could have done was pitch it underhand. I lack the ability to understand. The seed grows start while it's under land. You're lucky if it's sprout and grow fruit. You're lucky if they pull you over and they don't shoot. That's rare these days. I question myself how much I care these days. I question myself how much I share these days. I got a couple thousand I could spare these days. Look inside and it feel like nothing there these days.
Hey y'all, it's Lotus the Vibe. You listen to Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio. This is the Juice Pack, D Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID, and Lotus the Vibe. Thanks for tuning in. Shoot.
How is the air quality in your neighborhood? Do you feel comfortable breathing the outdoor air? We want to hear from you. The Puget Sound Clean Air Agency is hosting a community workshop in King County to shape the comprehensive climate action plan. And your input matters. Share your concerns, ideas, and lived experience with air pollution in your community. No expertise needed, just your voice. Register now at pscleanair.gov/CPRG. Participants may be eligible for reimbursement for their time. Be part of the solution. See you there.
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio .world, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Neftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Mom, right?
Hey y'all, it's Traffic Jam with Kareem.
Thursday at 4 p.m.
Hey, Traffic Jam.
Rainier Avenue Radio, download the app so you don't miss out what's popping, what's cracking, what's shining. It's your boy, Cream the Dream, on another beautiful week on here on Traffic Jam in Seattle. I hope you guys doing what you're supposed to do, being you're supposed to be. I got a good show for y'all, a lot to talk about. You know, Kareem the Dream, keep up with everything.
Get your entertainment news with Kareem on the Traffic Jam, Thursday at 4 p.m.
Sediment cleanup of the lower Duwamish River has begun. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the members of the lower Duwamish Waterway Group, which includes King County, the City of Seattle, and Boeing, have begun sediment cleanup of the lower Duwamish Waterfall Superfund site. This important environmental project will address sediment pollution and help restore the health of the Duwamish River. Starting in the waterway's upper reach, construction activities extend from the south 102nd Street Bridge down straight to the Duwamish Waterway Park. Over the next 3 years, in-water activities will occur from October to February, ending in February 2027. Visit ldwg.org to learn about the upper reach cleanup and sign up for email updates.
Yo, this is Monster Elicit. You're watching Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, The Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, OG Mambo. Remember, they the real monsters. God of monsters, the beast of kings.
There's a party on the hill, but I don't know why. Being locked in a house that's taken so many lives. With 10 stacks to anyone that makes it out alive. You might go insane, but you just gotta survive. They got a new Savannah acid and a butcher's knife. Better choose quick, the doors lock at midnight. 10 grand to anyone that'll fight for their life. Man, people will do the dumbest shit when the money's right. Why's the butler acting shady? Why's the maid blind? And why's good help so damn hard to find? These bitches left early, I see him again, it's on sight. Left me with these bums, a rich punk and his wife. She walking around looking like the lady in white, thinking she getting the beast with a wink and a smile. But she's gonna need more than that to get spiked. Man, I'ma kill these bitches myself just out of spite.
I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. There'll be food and drink and ghosts and perhaps even a few murders after a night in the house on Haunted Hill. Who knows?
So we're all shut in, and Rich Dude hands me a Glock. Secretary been screaming since before the door's locked. She keeps that shit up, she'll be the first one to go. I'll dump her ass in the acid pit, no one would know. When she turns up missing, I'm blaming the ghost. Or the rich creepy dude like, yo, he the host. But it's a plot twist, the nasty wife went first. She dropped on a rope cause she was feeling the thirst. Now I might be guessing, but it's not the first time. A lady tried to tame the beast and gagged a rope line. The screaming secretary found a head in her room, and the little drunk dude just keeps saying we're doomed. Y'all might be monsters emerging with stacks. I might even rob the rich dude when we get back. There's a lady who just keeps catching blood from the ceiling. This may be haunted, but I ain't catching that feeling.
It's a funny thing, but none of the murders here were just ordinary. Just shooting to a stabbing. They've all been sort of wild, violent, different.
The pilot found the head in ruined dude's coffee table. The doctor's with secretary cause she's coming unstable. Rich dude's choking little man cause he went in his room. Your wife's already dead, bro, he ain't bringing the doom. The old lady keep getting dripped on again and again, just wiping it off like she's used to the feeling. It ain't a big house, but people keep disappearing, and everyone's acting like they can't hear this shit screaming. Ropes coming at her, random hands copping feels. I kinda get why she might be thinking it's real, but why you got a cap dude just for coming downstairs? Turns out the doctor was the reason you're scared. It was all just a setup to kill the rich dude and smash. Homie took his wife, then went after the cash. All things considered, the night turned out pretty funny, but I saw rich dude kill 2 people, so I'm getting more money.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, Monster Elicit off of the upcoming album, The Book of Monster, dropping in 2 weeks. That one is called House on Haunted Hill.
That was great narration, man.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a video.
I got one question. I just want to know why the maid was
now
blind.
the book all makes sense, man. It's like because you're speaking from like as an author.
Yeah, no, it's all just different stories, and yeah, the way that it's structured. But yeah, that's based on the 59 House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price, and you ain't gonna get flagged because that's public domain.
That's Pump Dome.
Yeah, so don't trip. But yeah, yeah, I just inserted the monster into the film and you know let them look around a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm saying it'd be a hell of a music video, though.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh, it is.
Happen, man.
Yeah, it's already been planned.
You make sure you cast a Kaboom on.
I was gonna say if you need any
yeah,
fillers,
you need an act right there.
You need any fillers? No, music video.
I already got like 90 things. I just followed Kaboom on IG a little while ago. I'm about to hit you up, bro.
Yo, if you need any terrorists.
Perfect.
Before we move
I'll
on,
handle that.
Before we move on, let's get a visual of the book that you actually brought with you.
Okay.
The Book of Monster. You actually have a book right there.
Yeah,
there.
that's the Book of the Monster.
Up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the Book of the Monster, man.
Yeah,
that's dope.
That is dope. Why is the maid blind?
Because she was blind in the movie. That's my question. Why is the maid blind?
Right. Okay. So you really took every like element you could think of.
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking like that is in the movie. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is, like the way she's introduced, she's down in a dark, like basement, and you know she turns and the woman is like jumping out there like rah, and it's like okay, like you're a blind maid, I get it, but why'd you have to do that?
These are the questions.
Yeah. Let's talk about the formation of that book, though. What made you think like, okay, I'm gonna call it the Book of Monster because I'm Monster Elicit, but what made you think I'm gonna make an actual book for this?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm a storyteller.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I like everything that Kaboom has said, like I've messed with heavy. Because, you know, like I started out in film as well, more behind the camera, just writing and directing. But yeah, like that's, you know, at the end of the day, it's just creation. It's just telling the story. And there's a lot of stories that need to be told. And, you know, I have probably a good 15 albums that I've already developed in my head. But there's like 12 of them, you know, just revolve around different stories as well. So, you know, having the Book of the Monster, there will be a volume 2, there will be a volume 3.
Wow.
It'll just keep coming out. And anytime something happens, it just allows me to create. And, you know, especially giving homage to you know, an absolutely amazing film. You know, I dig those old horror movies.
Yeah.
Like I don't really mess with a lot of the slasher films. I don't really mess with a lot of like the jump scare films. To me, that stuff's lazy. But you know, being able to tell a story like that, you can look at it and be like, oh, it was, you know, bad for what it is today. And it's like, okay, but like it's film. Like they told a story and it's dope.
Emmanuel wants to know if you designed that yourself.
Yes, I did design it myself. I did not, I didn't create it myself. So there were, you know, some specific things that I told to the creator, and he put the book together for me. I wish that I could remember his name off the top of my head, but it's been a little while. But I will definitely get that information out, and I'll be posting as soon as the album drops where that book came from. But yeah, he is an absolute monster when it comes to just like this physical creation. And it came out better than I could have ever expected.
It reminds me of a Goosebumps book.
Oh, sorry, ID.
What's that?
Oh no, I said it reminds me of a Goosebumps book.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
It reminds me of a book from my favorite movie.
Hocus Pocus?
No, I know what movie you're talking about. Go ahead, shout out.
Okay. I'm not going to talk about it. It's because I mean, you know, the lead actor in it too is Canadian, and I love that.
Hocus Pocus.
What, Bette Midler? She's New York.
Before we move on, I wanted to know though, are you planning on doing that as merch? Is there going to be like one single copy of this book?
There's going to be one single copy of this structure. There will be other versions that might not be quite this detailed, because I ain't gonna lie. Great things come with expense. So if somebody's willing to pay that expense, I'm happy to get them ordered, like maybe like, you know, pre-sold. But there will be other things that provide the same feel that will be a lot cheaper. for you.
Well, but here's hoping. Okay. Hansel would get along well with Toronto rap group Swamp Thing.
Oh, no doubt. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out.
He said he would, but all right. We had Seven the Panther in recently, man, and he talked about the tour that you guys went on recently, and he told us about what happened in Duluth. But I'm sure there's some other great things that happened during this tour, man.
Yeah. Duluth was interesting, so I won't go into any of the details that he went into. I'll just remind y'all, Gotham. We're in the middle of Gotham.
Cold.
Yeah, it was cold.
Snow.
And that actually comes down to it. So I'll jump that off on the first one because, like he said, it was cold and we couldn't find a jacket. Right in Duluth, when you type jacket into like your mapping system to see like, yo, where are some stores that might have some jackets? The first thing that comes up is Adam and Eve.
What?
And then you can type in, and then you can type in coat, like, okay, jacket, maybe, okay.
Burlington Coat Factory.
So yeah, you type in coat, you type in coat, Adam and Eve, and then here's the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
And then you type in like sweater, Adam and Eve, right next to it, like right underneath it, Dick's Sporting Goods. And it's like, yo, why didn't you come up for coat or jacket?
Operate on a different system,
I'm telling you, bro. I'm like, Adam and Eve out there
messed
got it on made. But yeah, so all that happens. We finally get there. We don't get no coats, but we finally get to the spot again. After actually finding civilization. And Duluth is a little different because y'all have heard Seven rap.
Yeah,
like
of course,
he
of course.
demands a stage.
Yes.
The whole time, all these little kids, like, we're in a bar. None of these people look like they belong in a bar. I'm like, okay, so it's Gotham. Y'all don't ID? I'm like, yo, I need ID yourself to come handle this. but all these little kids, like, they ain't paying attention, and I'm getting mad. So finally, me and Sev got a track that we do together called Mama Mentality.
Okay.
Now, the way we ran the whole trip.
My bad. Just clarify, was it Mamba or Mama?
Mamba.
Okay.
Mamba Mentality.
Kobe stuff.
Kobe.
The way we ran the whole trip, because it's a hip hop show, but people confuse rap and hip hop. And I get it, but I'm a hip hop artist. I ain't a rapper. So a lot of people come and I feel the crowd to see if I should even go on or, what track should I do? And then from there, I'm like, okay, so we always do Mama Mentality. With Mama Mentality, that gives me a good understanding of how they're going to respond to me. Because you got to remember, mask, dark clothing, long hair.
Right.
Like, I'm up on stage, usually banging my head into a wall while he's doing his thing. And they're just like, so who's this guy? So we do Mama Mentality, and all of a sudden their ears pick up. So Seven goes, yo, do your whole set, take them out, just take their heads off.
Ooh.
And I was like, done. So I do my whole set, and they're getting live, they're getting into it. And Sev does a track that I produced that's a lot darker.
Yeah.
So he had led that in.
That's dope.
And then he had done Mama Mentality, and then I did my whole set, and they go nuts. They're good. But I'm so hyped that after it's done, it's just one long stretch to where I'm at to the front door, and I'm like, I need to go have a square, otherwise somebody's not making it out tonight.
Right.
So
right.
I drop the mic, I jump off stage, I beeline it to the front door. And all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, Sev comes out and he's like, yo, are you good, bro? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I always go outside after my set. And he was like, yeah, but the little homie that you rushed right at had to jump out the way. And he was like, this big guy was going to kill me.
Coming out like a Mack truck.
Yeah.
Beast mode.
So apparently he believes in the monster. No need to sell that to him.
That's funny.
It was no match, man.
He's gonna remember that lore forever, man. That story.
Right?
Somebody's gonna ask him to go to a concert, and he's gonna take like a 7-second pause before he answers. Like, who's performing?
Let me take a breather, y'all.
I need to get on Adam and Eve and Google some stuff.
Yeah. Need to go get my groceries.
Yo, is that like their Google or something? Like, what's Adam and Eve?
Yeah, Adam and Eve is one of them dirty shops.
Yeah, right.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, apparently
I know it was like our Adam and Eve. I thought it was something different.
No, it's the same thing. Yeah.
And they definitely made a backdoor deal, no pun intended.
You ain't lying.
Nice. Some coats.
and yeah, they put it all on it.
You know what's crazy? You probably walk into like an Adam and Eve store and be like, hey, I'm trying to find the coats.
Yeah.
And they're
the
like,
thing
oh,
is,
come this way, come this way.
the craziest thing,
watch them
we
get
did
zipped
end up
up.
going to Target.
Wow.
On our way back, we realized that Adam and Eve is this little corner store in the mall that we had passed, but we didn't see it going that way.
Yeah.
Parking lot is live.
Dang.
And I was
Hey, you
like,
gonna try this tonight? You gonna try this tonight? I'm trying this tonight.
yeah. I was like, Duluth got nothing else. That it's too cold to do anything. They staying inside. They doing that.
They're doing that.
That was Duluth.
Oh man, the
Yes, yeah,
Duluth slander on Fresh Juice this month has been crazy.
Oh, it ain't slander. I'm really looking forward to going back to Duluth. I'm just gonna make sure I bring.
Yo,
a
I
Coke.
feel like the spirit of Pepe Le Pew really lives there.
I mean, what are people doing in the parking lot, Adam and Eve? Are they trying to get
That's
other
a good
people to go
question.
with them?
That's a
Like,
good question.
So did you get a medium or did you get a large? What'd you get?
Just being
Yeah.
picky as
Oh, yeah, I don't know if they're comparing and contrasting because there were plenty of people inside too. They might have been in line, but people that trying to stand in line at Adam and Eve, they ain't just gonna stand in line.
They're gonna stand
Yeah.
in line.
They'll be like, so guys, I mean, it's not like none of us have been in a line before.
Hopefully they're not standing on their third leg. Jesus.
Oh, what happened in Oakland?
Oh, okay. So Oakland was dope. Okay. The Oakland show, fairly standard. I think I said it the last time I came on. I don't care if anybody likes me. I'll consider it a successful show if I get one person to be like, you know what, maybe he's right.
One person, right?
Yeah, just one person.
Okay.
And the owner of the building.
Yeah.
Turns out that this dude has been in the game forever. Like he was big in the civil rights movement. He was a Black Panther in Oakland. So he's that dude. And I didn't know none of this.
Okay.
After my set, I jump off and he's like, yo, I heard you. And I'm like, oh, did I curse? I don't curse a lot in my tracks. But he was like, no. I heard you. Don't stop.
Ooh.
And I was like,
wow.
Didn't expect it from this. But that works.
You know, that's another thing. You never really know where people's you never know where people's their ears are tuned to. Like people
Exactly.
get exposed so early to such different varieties of music that you could look at a person with a suit on.
What if he was
and
like,
you
hey,
could
man, stop right now, man.
And you don't understand, and that's okay.
Yeah,
but that's when I found out that he was with the Black Panther Party, that he was big in the civil rights movement. Like he's out there trying to find the balance as well. Like he's been doing that for years. And he's like over 70 years old.
You spoke to his inner demon.
Yeah. So afterward, like I was talking to him and he was like, just breaking things down. And it was very possibly my favorite part of the tour because just hearing him talk, like nothing but mad respect. And I don't want to throw his name out just in case, but nothing.
Salute regardless.
Mad respect.
See, yeah, we respect the elders here on Rainier Avenue, you know?
Yeah.
We respect the elders. They got stories to tell. We're helping the OGs cross the street. We respecting people.
We try to be, man.
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to go right into show and tell as we talk about elders and we look at the cover art for 2 cents for Kaboom Atomic. And you get the CD, you can get the cassette. You get a coin too?
No, it's a pin.
Oh.
But it is a coin. It's a coin. It's a coin pin.
That's a coin pin, though.
My first album that I put out was called Begging for Change, and the CD was a penny as well. So we're kind of doing a nod to that.
Nice. All right, and then Patron, you got a battle coming up here, I believe, in what is it? It's not May, is in 2 months, right? 2 months.
Couple months, yeah, back in Vancouver.
Okay.
Shout out to Set the Bar Entertainment.
Set the Bar. Where's it at?
I don't see the
Is
venue.
it the
Oh,
Turf?
it's at the Turf.
Where?
Yeah.
Okay, the Turf.
I believe I've been there, man. I'm not sure. I got to double check, but
okay.
Is this Vancouver, Washington?
Vancouver, BC.
Yeah, your town.
That's where I live. I don't know. If it's
Hey man, come through and bring the dirty sample with you, man. I want to chop it up.
He's in Calgary.
Yeah, he got a minute to go.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, he lives in Alberta. It might as well be North Dakota.
All right, well, come through it anyway, man. We chop it up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
It's fun, man.
Ooh, I'm gonna be in Mexico.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, okay.
South of the border. Okay.
Yeah.
I will be back.
I'm going from one tariffed place to another tariffed place.
Excellent.
But yeah, man, I'll be back. So I'll check you out.
Let's see. Versus Shine 9. Do you know anything about Shine 9?
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times when I go up there.
Okay.
Last time I battled Rev Ron when I went to the Nimo.
You got your work cut out for you or what?
Oh yeah, man. Plus, I'm an away team, so
yeah,
it's a different vibe.
For sure.
All right, coming up on another commercial break right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. So we're going to get to another song. This one coming at you from Jada Lee, who is from Philly, with her joint In Your City. So check out Jada Lee, In Your City right here, Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. We're coming into our final half hour with performances from Monster Elicit, a performance for Kaboom Atomic, an ID, The Question, and more. So keep it locked. Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. Be right back.
I'm on my way. Won't be too long. I know where you stay. Temperature rising like a sauna. You made me wanna blow past all these red lights. Just give me the green light. Is you too busy for me now? Do you got a girl up in your house? Is the key still under the mat? I don't even go around the back. I don't know when I'll be here again, so let's make the best of it. What you wanna do? I'm in your city for the day. Tell me you gon' make a way. Come and spend some time with me. That's all I want. Is you gonna do to me what you said that it's gonna be, baby? I'm in your city tonight. I'm in your city tonight. I'm in your city. I can always count on you for a good time. We can go out and chill up on a rooftop. After take me home and give me all you got. Make the neighbors eavesdrop like now they know what's up. Is that okay? You're at the top of my list. Baby, what's the play? Really wanna know what's the deal. You know I'm feeling away. I'm like 30 away. Tell me what to do. I'm about to be at your place. I'm in your city for the day. Tell me you gon' make a way. Come and spend some time with me. That's all I want. Is you gonna do to me what you said that it's gonna be, baby? I'm in your city tonight. I'm in your city tonight. I'm in your city tonight.
What's the word, Charlie? It's Solly Wop here with Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack. You got D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and OG Mambo and ID Yourself coming in hot, man. Check out Rainier Avenue Radio for sure. Waparelli.
We must all remain committed to slow the spread of coronavirus, taking care of ourselves and not putting others in harm's way, especially those already at high risk of getting seriously ill, including people over 65 or those with underlying medical conditions. If you must be out, avoid crowded areas, stay 6 feet or 2 arm lengths away from others, and wear a face covering. Wash hands frequently with soap and water for 20 seconds, especially after being in public spaces. Avoid touching your face, cough or sneeze in a tissue, then throw it away. Disinfect frequently, touch objects, and if you have symptoms of fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going to their office. Slowing coronavirus means taking care of ourselves while also protecting others. Even if you're not at high risk, these steps should be taken to help slow the spread of coronavirus. We are all in this together.
What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Queen Bree, inviting you to come join me on Clean Greens Living. Broadcasted Tuesdays, 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. On Clean Greens Living, we talk farming, community, and ways to being healthy. So come join me and let's discuss ways to create a healthier you and a healthier community.
On Rainier Avenue Radio.world, look for the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show. I'm Dennis Weaver, your good food guide and host, helping you to feel good and look good, and who wouldn't want some of that? All that and more from the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Stories, songs, and get. Begin living the organic good food life, and the rest of your life just may be the best of your life. Always up, baby, to your health.
So my doctor told me to go online to check my test results, but I didn't know how to do that. Thankfully, I could turn to Link to Care WA for help. With Link to Care WA, I was able to learn how to use online health portals, use telehealth to talk to my doctor virtually, and manage my prescriptions online. I called the hotline and spoke to a real person who taught me the skills I needed. Call Link to Care WA at 866-757-1832 or visit linktocarewa.org.
Hey yo, it's Dirty Sample representing the Cold Camp. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, the Juice Pack. D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and IDYourself. Stay cold, baby.
I don't want to waste another breath, but it's weighing on my chest. So I'm basically a mess. Reading up on all the stupid theories on the internet, hoping it would make a little sense. Bad chance of that happening, man. This shit's on fire like Billy Madison. Truth is out there now, Jillian Anderson. Everyone's racist, really? That again? Yeah, it's the same bet. I play favorites. Imagine they put white folk in their cages. Imagine black kids brought the AKs into those schools and they shot at Caucasians. You hate the elite with cash on your mind. You ordered that sign off of Amazon Prime. No vaccine, but a can of Coke's fine. No microchip, but you can't be offline. Just because somebody made a meme, it doesn't mean it didn't string you along. Just because it coincides with your beliefs, it doesn't mean that it's the truth you want. Just because a person looks a certain way, it doesn't mean them or you is wrong. I remember when you posted all those lies before you hated QAnon. And you'll never admit you got duped by 8chan, shaped by Putinized game plans. Y'all just scrutinize science and beautify Ray-Bans. I used to love ignorance. Now I can't stay in the same room. Can't regard any as innocence. Not by the color of the Jesus. On my Kodiak to bring the homies back to truth and only that. I won't hold you back from learning. Go attach to prove your story lacks. I don't need a corny hat or no reaction from a goofy orange man. I know that my phone is hacked and I got power to ignore the ad.
Stripped of all your wealth, stripped of all your fame. When your time has come, you won't have a name. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go.
It's not like I'm allergic to a little bit of tough love, but I'm sick of the repercussions that it has on my psyche. Haven't precisely figured what's up. I should be able to function without sacrifice and acting like a fuck up, right? I think I believe in nothing though, and that's a scapegoat I used to deal. Cause it's totally fucking possible that nothing is real. Yo, I'm good though, cause if it's all simulation, I got this. And if it's not, then we should stop the robotics. I'm betting you can rock a machine, but it's more the routine than human beings to profit. And while I'm working so hard, I feel like everybody's laughing, so it's about to go dark, I can't stop it. I feel like a fiend concentrating on hits when I should concentrate on being legit, but I'm toxic. The pressure on my shoulders is getting out of hand. Bring it in the man, heading up to get a leg up on the competition, but I can barely stand. Seems I gotta arm myself to the teeth to get my foot in the door, but even still, it's Kaboom, just one guy dreaming to see a meal, thick skin, cause sometimes being Achilles heel.
Let's go.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, super fresh stuff from Kaboom Atomic and the Dirty Sample.
I love that.
off the album 2 Cents.
You know, back in the day, they used to really idolize hip hop for the simple fact that we were trying to uplift the community. And nowadays, people would rather tell you what they would do to you instead of what they would do for you. And I really appreciate the fact that you, and I really mean this, I really appreciate the fact that you highlighted so many huge, and I don't even want to call it political, it's just like obvious. You like just kind of stated the obvious about a lot of shit. And so it's like, I really appreciate that you really, you know what I'm saying, stuck out like a sore thumb on purpose. You feel me? And shout out real quick, shout out to the Jimmy Rig subtitles that I have to co-copyright that method, because I was like, man, how am I gonna get this freaking they do the little letter thing all over the videos these days. I'm like, oh, I want to do that in my video maybe one day. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean,
do all the programming and stuff gets hard. You feel me? The programming gets hard, but like that makes it so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you the process of that video is actually pretty fun. I mean, I filmed it right here. So what I did is I rapped my lyrics like to the beat on IG with my phone like down, just like filming over black. And like on Instagram, and then added captions, edited them on there, exported that video to like a editing program, and then put it on, and then like cut some other things, like there's like it cuts to like a explosion and some other things. I did this right. And then I projected that onto myself and lit myself with that. And I also did it like I slowed the beat down so you can see like I'm rapping like really fast in parts of it. I slowed the beat down by like 50%, and then I brought it back up. I doubled it, like the footage. So that's
dope.
It's an old trick. I really
that's dope.
That is dope. You know what also is dope? ID the question.
Y'all ready for this? Let me scalp to your feet. ID the question when you speak. Let me ask you something. Now, basically, I want to know what you think is more dangerous. And if you had to choose one based on absolutely no complexion-based answer, right? Do you think it's more dangerous to be a gangster or to be a rapper? That's why I said no complexion. I don't need you basing it on the way you look or none of that. Just generalize the dangers of walking around the world knowing that you have enemies, right? You got to make sure you're not on certain blocks, right? You got to make sure when you travel, your windows are tinted or whatever. You got to feel to be comfortable.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Which one's more dangerous to you?
I mean, the obvious one, of course, is.
I feel like it's getting hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean,
people trying to tell you to check in when you come to their city and stuff. It's like, yo.
Yeah, it's weird because I mean, real gangsters, I guess, they're not flashy. I mean, real gangsters are controlling the news and buying and selling on the stock market, and claiming capital gains and changing laws. I mean, real gangsters are not in the public eye. I mean, the people that run countries, that fund, that lobby, heads of state, those are real gangsters. I mean, I think that rap isn't dangerous. At the end of the day, it's music. If you are calling out people, like, I mean, if my favorite rappers are Pusha T and Kendrick Lamar. They are the most provocative rappers there are. They call out people, but they're smart. They're good with the pen. But I mean, they're just making songs.
Yeah, Push is one of those rappers that really knows how to write to make it not to make it all alleged. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's a game. Being smart.
And I really wanted to ask this question because it's just like and it was really the whole checking in thing. I heard an interview and someone was like, "Yeah, man, such and such," and I went and checked in with them when I got into town. I'm like, well, for what? For who? Who do you owe an answer to that you feel like you can't, like, and the whole shooting thing? There was a shooting at a music video shoot where the dude was shooting in a city where he shouldn't have been in, or supposedly shouldn't have been in, and we like to be braggadocious these days. So the dude's on his Instagram telling everybody where he's at, and then some kid got killed. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, what is making this lifestyle so dangerous that we can't film a music video? And it's music. It's not like we're filming a movie about the homies that we, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not doing a film. And so I didn't understand a lot of the layers to that. And it's not my situation to be understanding, but, all condolences to the family of that child. But I just didn't understand what a part of musicianship is becoming so gangster that we got to have this comparison conversation in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, this kind of circles back to what you're saying earlier about the OGs. Like, these young cats need to be talking to the OGs about the real world, because a lot of the time it just comes down to ego and getting clout, and that's never been important.
You're kind of right, because when the bigger gangsters of the world have kids, their kids don't grow up acting crazy up in the streets, wilding out. Like, they're getting ready to run the same stuff that their dad was running. So,
what you think about it, Monster?
It depends on what kind of rapper you are, and what kind of gangster you are.
And I like that. And I like that.
Well said. And what I mean by that,
if you behind the desk, I'm sure.
Well, so let's say that you a genuine stick up kid. Let's say you a genuine street popper, whatever. You know what you're getting into at the end of the day. You know what life you in. So is it dangerous? Sure, but it's also not something that you're going into half-heartedly, and it's also not something that you're going into without properly preparing yourself. Some of these, like let's say that it's a gangster rapper that never spent no time in the streets. You have no idea what you're doing to yourself right now. And you probably are in more danger than any stick-up kid out there right now, because you use the wrong words to the right people.
Yeah.
So it could.
And
be
you kind of put the bar. You kind of set the line earlier when you was talking, Monster. You said, I'm not a rapper. I'm a hip hop artist. And that was the difference. And that was the difference for me between talking about the community or today's state of a nation, compared to this is what I'm gonna do to you if I ever see you type of rapping. I'm like, what's the point of all that?
Yeah, I mean, the world's bigger than our like egos,
Big fact.
So, speaking of gangsters,
yeah,
look, I can help.
Yeah, let's go. Yo, man, the cops are the biggest gang in the world, bro. And that boy got him on his back.
Facts.
That boy got him on his back, bro. He's got them all.
Yeah, that guy's an alien, man. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's one of them lizard people, bro.
I didn't even believe it until now, and it's funny because like what he did to South Africa is even worse.
Bro, Elon Musk, if you look at him close enough, his eyes blink sideways, not up and down.
Let's get a closer look at that.
You see what you said, bro? That man don't blink normal, dog.
Yo, I mean, it's funny because those pictures are like post, I guess like Turkish hair plug surgery or whatever.
Bro, you know what somebody said about Elon Musk? They said that he uses his son as a shield. Like if you were to look closely, whenever he has his son with him, he puts his son on his shoulders to protect his head. Yo, that's crazy.
What?
Yo, that wouldn't work at school.
Shout out to Columbine.
Oh my god. The jokes never end, man. But we got a couple of performances we got to get to, man, before time runs out. So I want to make sure we do these, man. Why don't we go with Monster first, man? So you want to introduce the track before we roll?
Yeah, the track's called Church of the Damned.
Church of the Damned.
It's featuring, I'm sorry, this version I don't think has Reddy's little outro on it, but it was produced by Reddy Ron Beats. So the whole album is produced by, executive produced by Mojo Barnes.
Yeah.
But Reddy got a beat on there. Soul got a beat on there. And then I got a couple on there as well. But executive produced by Mojo. But for this track, it's Reddy's Time to Shine, and it's fire.
Let's do it, man. Church of the Damned off of Book of the Monster, dropping in 2 weeks.
Ready, Ron, beats.
The church organ plays as the people come in, thinking a few won't pull closer to sins. The priest says, let the games begin, then passes the tray to drop the money in. Put your cash in the tray as the bills stack up. The church got money, but it's never enough. Pre-ordered salvation like it was store-bought. Mistook the good book for non-fiction plot. So a veil of delusion is all you got. And at the end of your life, you're still gonna rot. You thought kneeling meant that your soul was saved, but there's no light in the tunnel, just dirt in the grave. If there's anything left after the monster plays, because the pieces start to the end of the day. It's a church full of sinners trying to pray it away, but we know the devil works in mysterious ways. All these holy rollers just masking their sins, doing what they want until church begins. Thinking they can buy their way in the gates, but the traveling preacher knows it's too late. Ignoring the sermon, scrolling OnlyFans. Everyone praying at the church of the damned. There was one Sunday the congregation met. The sunrise came when the blood being set. Everyone just wanted to purge their regrets, but today a new priest sat to hear them confess. He listens to their sin, but no atonement today. There's no Our Fathers, no Hail Marys to say. He's there for judgment, no need to pray. It says God's wrath and the length of his word. He marked them unholy and began God's work. Cleansing the lives from the face of the earth. Everyone keeps praying for the Savior's return, but after his judgment, the holy ground will burn. They met the monster on consecrated ground, and after his sermon, all bodies were found. There's only one member with an empty grave, and everyone hopes Father Gabriel made it out safe. All these holy rollers just masking their sins, doing what they want until church begins. Thinking they can buy their way in the gates, but the traveling preacher knows it's too late. Ignoring the sermon, scrolling OnlyFans. Everyone praying at the church of the damned. All these holy rollers just masking their sins, doing what they want until church begins. Thinking they can buy their way in the gates, but the traveling preacher knows it's too late. Ignoring the sermon, scrolling OnlyFans. Everyone praying at the church of the damned.
Yo, that's fire.
Yo, they really do that before. They really do be like scrolling OnlyFans right after the sermon now.
Church of the Damned.
What movie is this? Was that from a movie?
No, that's my movie.
That's dope.
That's your movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said Pastor Gabriel. I was like, what movie?
That's a documentary right there.
Off of Book of the Monster, dropping in. It's 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks. It's coming out. Okay. All right. It's time to turn it on for Kaboom, man. It's time for an explosion of rhyme.
There we go.
Oh, damn. Okay. Not doing this to a beat.
Okay.
But let's see if I can remember it. Alone. Don't have a beat here. Don't have a feature. There's no one to see here. I'm gross and my clothes are too full of holes to donate to preachers. It's so good to meet you. I'm drowning my soul in a cheap beer, straight up like a Doberman's ear. I really don't notice you either. You an overachiever? No one's gonna believe you. Get a load of this geezer. Throw him a bone, he a golden retriever. Dog bars, barking at cars, hounding homie for beats here. Pound the stones like a Brit, my fists are exposing the bones, bulimia. I sleep like a grandma, close to the heater. Not known to police, I'm a ghost in the sheets. They can't focus on me, I'm remote in the Ibiza. Not going anywhere, heavy snare like a bear trap. You know I'm gonna use it, yo. I'm Fred Astaire when he wears hats. I'm rap caviar. I'm debonair in a pair of slacks. Spit fire when I wear a mask. Getting there, don't worry, where I'm at. Guess I'm a martyr, death from a lager. Drinking my pain, thinking of claiming the debt from my father. It's getting too hard here. Dangerous lovers. What did you say to your brother? I went straight from the gutter to the alien mothership. It's been the craziest summer. I had a hell of a time, and everyone I know just tells me I'm fine. Everything I do, they get jealous of mine. Everywhere I go, I'm shell of a guy. Ego, elephant size, but emo. Oedipus child, venomous wild. Let it compile all my people, yo. I'm letting them down. And then I pivot to rap. Nothing has ever felt better than that. They're giving me death when they listen to tracks. The kids in the back get a kick out of that. Alone with the pain here. Don't know what to say here. Lo and behold, I'm holding the same beer. I'm going insane here. Everybody thinks this life is important. Wow, dude. Lighting these torches, thinking they hold us some value. Putting a price on a portion. 2 kids and a wife by the ocean. Think you got the whole crisis aborted. But you're heading right into it, son. Icarus. Trying to close in.
Bro, is Eminem one of your influences?
You know, it's funny.
Because you bounce your flow like really well, and I'm not even in a similar way, but I could just only imagine that he's one of your influences.
I think that Eminem and I have the same influences. It's Big L, it's Big L, it's AZ, it's Nas. You know, like that flow isn't necessarily exclusive to him, but if I was influenced by Eminem, it's early. It's like that first album.
Can I ask you something personal?
Go ahead.
Was your father involved in your music upbringing at all, or were you close with him when it comes to music, or did he play music at all?
No. I mean, you know, he was he's a little bit. I mean, you know, I definitely have daddy issues. I definitely got some daddy issues. He was definitely supportive of art to like an irresponsible degree. You know, I think in the sense that he wanted to be surrounded by all that kind of stuff. He didn't really have any musical background, but my mother's side of the family, the South Africans, like they're very music focused. All my uncles kind of raised me making up songs on the spot, more like on the rock side, but they definitely got me involved. And then, you know, just like any other kind of singer, rapper, or whatever, you know, when I was younger, I got brought up by the church and all those songs and stuff like that.
I just think it's dope when people have like positive support from their elders when it comes to musical influence. I think that's so important, you know.
100%.
Just asking.
Yeah, I was definitely supported and encouraged. And I mean, I was just a kid with a lot of energy and needed to put it somewhere. And I think, you know, I didn't grow up in the best neighborhood like in Vancouver. It's still like, you know, guns are illegal in Canada, so it wasn't that rough. But we kind of had like a meld of rich and poor kids, and that creates a lot of drugs, to be honest. And when, you know, we were fronting, we were kids, but we were going around and like, you know, the music, it was 93. It was 93. So like all that music was like Snoop Dogg and everybody wanted to be a gangster and everybody had caddies.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of Snoop Dogg, man, I read that you once played basketball with Snoop.
Oh, I mean, I did a movie with Snoop Dogg. It's one of the worst movies on IMDb. It's called Bones.
That was the vampire movie.
Speaking of movies.
Yeah. I was Maurice.
For sure.
I was Maurice. What is it called? That was the Gangsta of Love. That's what I was in that.
The Gangsta of Love.
Oh yeah, I mean, you see it. I was a kid. I was like 20 years old. I had some crazy lines in there. I was like, the Gangsta of Love don't eat no fried chicken. I was like, and I wasn't black. And there's like the guy's like, yo, last time I checked, you weren't black. And he's like, or it's like, I was like, you know, it was like they're trying to make it. There's something in the batter that makes us all sterile, makes a black man sterile. It was like that kind of. It's really silly. I mean, it was definitely a fun era, but you should definitely check it out.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that again. That's crazy.
I gotta watch it again too. I don't remember that part.
Yeah, because like I remember, like my little street nickname was Bones.
You died in
I
it?
remember when the movie first came out.
Yeah, I mean, I basically do a stand-up routine in the van when we're like heading there. But you know, Snoop was on set all the time, and this was the first movie he did. So he was watching a lot of blaxploitation and movies in his trailer and getting high, and there was a that part of his rider was to have a basketball hoop out there. And one day to set, I just brought my own hoop ball, and I was just like shooting. And then, you know, he came up, he's like, what up, nephew? He's like, let's shoot around a bit. And I was like, okay, you know, and he's tall, you know, he's good at hoops too, you know, and he just starts like nailing jumpers. And then I was like, yo, can you dunk? He's like, yeah.
Yo, did he smoke you sober?
Oh man,
already he's got a habit of doing that to people.
Yo, I mean, there was a guy that I even know. You know, he has a Vancouver roller that basically was just like rolling blunts like constantly, and
it's kind of crazy.
When he said constantly, I'm like, damn, dog. Like,
no, like seriously, I'm surprised the guy didn't like die of thirst. Like it was just like
carpal tunnel. Like what the hell?
I mean, it's just like constant, you know, smoking. I was like, yeah. I mean, it was interesting because you know that was just who he was at the time too. It was the brand. It was he was smoking a lot of weed, and I was already smoking a lot of weed by then.
I was gonna say, was that filmed in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. I mean, we had BC weed, so he loved it.
Remember that joint? Pam Grier was in there.
Oh yeah. Oh, Pam Grier was the best. Pam Grier was the best. We used to have a little joke, like we'd go around and we'd be like, "Yo, at any time, Pam Grier could just invite us down to her ranch, and we are working men." Get this acting. We're going in the trenches. We are digging up horse poop all day. You snap her fingers.
Whatever
We're
it
going
takes.
down there. I would have.
Is there a role? Is there like a role you wouldn't do?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, even now,
you turn down roles.
Yeah, as I get older, I just get pickier. Anytime, like, story needs to get told, but it's just like a stereotype that I don't agree with. Like, I only audition for characters that are like, that their race doesn't matter. Like, the story is told. Like, I don't do, for instance, I don't do convenience store clerks or taxi drivers. Even doctors, man, I take pause at doctors even just because it's just like, oh, okay, well, there's that story. It's like, I don't want to create a ceiling. When I was younger, I tried to find my heroes in media. I tried to find like an actor that was like brown that like, that I wanted to emulate. And the closest that I got was that guy like Johnny Five is alive from like, from Short Circuit. And that guy ended up being white.
And now that I think of it, Snoop Dogg was in Def Jam Vendetta too, wasn't he?
Sure was.
So was that before? Was Bones before that?
No, Bones was after, but Bones was after, but I didn't meet Snoop during that for sure.
Right.
I only met Snoop doing Bones. I mean, he wasn't even an actor, so at the end of the day, he was like,
right.
He was a rapper with a role in a movie. And,
right. Okay, we only got a couple of minutes left, so we want to give both of y'all the opportunity to suggest a future guest for this program, someone you actually have worked with and can actually refer to us personally. Monster, who would you like to refer to us?
Can I refer Mojo?
I mean, he's going to be here in 2 weeks.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe somebody you met on tour.
Yeah. No, I'm actually why am I spacing on the name now?
I don't know.
Bring in the slime tyrants.
The slime tyrants?
Yeah.
The slime tyrants.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
There's only two of them.
Okay.
So it's not a big group.
Okay. There's two tyrants.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tyrants.
Kaboom.
Whole lot of slime.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't gotten them already, I think Epic, who just dropped an album with Han Solo as well. He's great. He's very Saskatchewan.
Epic.
It's like prairie rap. I think he would be great on here. He's very funny. But also like just like a interesting rapper, like very he's just in a league of his own.
What about an actor, not just a rapper, but also maybe just an actor you've met? Do you think
that's a really good idea?
I mean, I know a lot of those. I don't know if I want to expose them to you guys.
Okay, the funniest actor that you
Wrong choice of words.
Funniest. Well, I mean, Flula Borg is definitely the funniest actor I've ever worked with.
Flula Borg.
Yeah, good luck getting him. Flula Borg is amazing. He's incredible. LA guy. Well, you know, he's German. He's a German dude.
Okay.
He's really funny and he's great in everything. He was in Suicide Squad. He played Javelin.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's really funny, really great. Super quick. I don't think I could get him to do this show. He doesn't go online unless there's money involved, I think.
Right.
Just like anybody else. Yeah, I mean, there is a guy that acts and is a rapper in Vancouver. His name's Billy Botox. He's really funny too.
Billy Botox.
Well, Billy Botox is sick. He's so funny. Okay. He's so great. He's nice with it.
Billy Botox.
Yeah, I mean, you can check his music out.
I'm looking him up right now.
Yeah, he's really great. He's great. He's Vancouver based. He acts as well, but he's a great rapper. Really good rhyme schemes. Silly, very silly. Lots of good sexual stuff too.
All right, final word, Monster.
Book of the Monster coming out in just a couple weeks. Produced by Mojo Barnes, Ready Ron Beats, Soul the Interrogator, and myself. Mixed and mastered, completely engineered by Soul the Interrogator. Begrudgingly at times, and that's why it took another 1.5 years for the album to come out.
Yeah.
But it's on its way, and there's a lot more coming with it.
Okay, and Kaboom, final word.
Buy local. No matter where you are, what country you're in, who cares about terrorists? Those are just rich people with silver spoon fed for their whole entire life. Build community. Walk outside your house. Go to the places that people running small businesses. Support them. Spend your check. Amplify your friends. Amplify everybody. It's cool to amplify your friends.
Yes. And on that note, get 2 cents.
That too.
Kaboom and Dirty Sample.
Yes, Lord. That's a plug right there.
Next week on Fresh Juice, Abstraction is back.
Let's go.
One of our favorite brother duos right there, Abstraction, coming back on the show. And then we'll be joined by Old Boy 37, man, an MC here from the Seattle area. He was actually referred to us by a former guest of the show, A and B Ski. So they have been, yeah. So
he better not be 38.
I don't think it's his age, man. Anyway. Abstraction, Old Boy 37, 2 artists right there with all caps in their names, and they're going to be right here live on the 19th of March at 9 p.m. It'll be our 739th show.
That show was all cap.
It was, though.
All right. 739. You know what 739 is on an old telephone? Figure it out.
I hate you right now. I hate you so much.
On that note, all the listeners on the platforms, Facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media, IG, X, Twitter, we're all there, Fresh Juice Media, and go subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Put that in the browser. You don't even have to go through the search engine. You'll go right to the browser, go right to the page, go right there. We do shows for you almost every week. You can watch it whenever you want. And we do shorter YouTube shorts on the daily, so you can catch up on previous episodes there. If you ring the bell, you get all Fresh Juice content first. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that beautiful YouTube stuff. The more you do, the more the channel gets to be seen by more people. So if you like what we do, share it with your friends. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. All right. We appreciate you. Han Solo says, great episode. Totally worth staying up until 2 a.m. in Toronto. We appreciate that, man.
Good looking, yo.
Let's see.
And we need them algorithms. We need them algorithms.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in to Fresh Juice. Peace and bless. We out. All right.